and I got my college degree. Them niggas broken, they smarter than me. My dudes on the road, she ain't get to sleep. Been working all night trying to make ends meet. This ain't their vision, so they can't see. This ain't their table, so they can't eat. There ain't no room, so they can't creep. You ain't out soul, how you gon' reap? Yeah, been focused on dubs, I can't lose. I'm to the back, so you know that my back full blue. For all them days in the stool, I put in that pain, I spend that pain to you. Playing sport, go to school, brainwashing, they ain't teach what the rest would do. I played it smart, kept it cool. Only threat, she want breast, so she fuck with the crew. She wanna fuck with the crew. She got a man, he a fool. But you fucking for diamonds and jewels. They don't know we on top of the blue. Yeah, cause they know my cover on that over. We been popping these balls like soda. They was eating and gave me the shoulder. Turn around and try to offer leftovers. Now I keep running them over. I'm in the range in a rover. That's his bitch, but I'm better her over. Her legs leaking all over the sofa. She like Polo, keep busting all over. Money coming, she know I fold her. Me and gang really swiping all over. While we treating this bitch on a tour bus. I pray to the Lord. Keep watching over your boy. Been making noise. Just trying to bring my joy. I wanna see her rejoice. All these demons been getting destroyed. They wonder how I'm keeping poised. Cause I put all that pain in my voice. Some days I can't lose. I'm to the back, so you know that my back full blue. For all them days in the stool, I put in that pain, I spend that pain to the youth. Play a sport, go to school. Brainwashing, they ain't teach what the rest would do. I kept it smart, played it cool. Only threat, she want bread, so she fuck with the crew. She's tryna fuck with the crew. She got a man, but she know he a fool. Bitches flocking for diamond and jewels. They know we on top of the lately, I ain't really been in the mood. Stacking paper, I ain't worried about you. Working hard, trying to get on the news, but they only show we ain't breaking their rules. So we breaking on their rules. Either way, they gon' lose. My shooter still on shoot. My sniper still on the roof. Shoot first, question later, so what you wanna do? We in a spaceship to the moon, and you know that I'm racing. In my coupe, so I losing my patience. This is my life, I can't waste it. I've been focused on dubs, I can't lose. I'm to the back, so you know that my back full blue. For all them days in the stool, I put in that pain, I spend that pain to the youth. Play a sport, go to school. Brainwashing, they ain't teach what the rest would do. I kept it smart, played it cool. Only threat, she want bread, so she fuck with the crew. She wanna fuck with the crew. She wanna fuck with the crew.
What up, Geeks? What up, Luke? You already know. That's how we get gritty on the bird. Let's get ready.
You can tell when someone ain't no dummy, then play dumb and be acting funny. Same rope you climb up on, wrap around your throat like a mummy. Play with filth, you get scummy. Careful, they aim for the tummy. Even when I'm rich, I'ma move and I'll dress bummy. I make small talk and discover if you all talk quick. Get a whiff of things going sideways and they all talk quick. Being slippery works for a bit, but they all can't miss. And they not all that slick, but they all not thick. Disappear like crystal clear, gorillas in the mist. Son of God, walk with no fear. Your name is on that list, and demons don't really fight fair. Paralyzed like night terrors, pull up across the light. They might dump on you, you on sight there. See the ashes in the urn every time you look in the mirror. You was right there, staring down everything you in fear of. Just rap about it, they might care. Fuck the clout, I could tear my heart out right here.
Through the eyes of enticing, you could view what I'm writing. I put in pain for my name, but you ain't do the same. Your favorite rapper sold his soul, we don't vibe the same. I'm in my own lane, gripping the clutch. I put your brains on standby, you was thinking too much. Put bodies in bonfires, put the ash in the Dutch. I'm a grimy Bronx nigga, you won't see me pull up. And if I don't got the blicky on me, I'm beating them up. My life been looking good, shit is really going swell. Niggas tried to rob me, but it ain't go well. Just know that they ain't alive and I'm not up in jail. Nigga tried to spin again, and that shit
to motherfucking High Street. Shout out to motherfucking Dallas Rose. Fame. Rebels Empire. Your girl Fame Jackson.
Get him slow.
I let my court. I don't back and forth. Nah. When I shoot, I score. I don't miss no more. Nah. My truck 2 doors. Chanel full of ones. A closer
Yes. Live. Back.
Money that's good. Make him do the tour.
Podcast here on YouTube. Thank you for joining us once again. I'm Dallas Rose. This is fucking Fame Jackson.
Hey.
You already know that though. And we have 2 guests tonight.
2.
Full house. We got Fly High Uzi.
Yes, sir.
And Eastside Sheesh, the Boston behemoth. In the house. We just made a track. Feeling good. We're back after a week off where we chilled because it was my birthday. And I had a big ass release that day, so I just didn't feel like doing any type of shit really.
Period. And I hope y'all say happy birthday to my motherfucking bro. Period.
I got a lot of happy birthdays, so I appreciated that. Thank you to everybody that reached out.
Nice.
And even bigger thank you to everybody who listened to Project For The Love, the compilation tape I just dropped a week ago with all different artists from Boston. I'm really proud of it, and I think
I'm proud of you.
else on it is Fame's on it. JQ,
Number 4.
who's here, is on it. Luke's on it, of course. You know, Last Days, of course. Shooters, everybody. So definitely go check that shit out.
High Street shit.
But enough
Happy
about
birthday.
me. Thank you very
I
much.
did not tell you happy birthday, and I just realized that
You
I came
never
back.
said it?
No.
Maybe you didn't ever say it, actually, yeah. That's pretty fucked
Happy
up.
birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
He's a day old, guys.
A day old.
So.
But yeah, let's get into it here. We got 2 dope guests tonight. So I know Sheesh, we've been chilling a little bit. Uzi, I've never met you before, I don't think, right?
No, I don't think so, no.
Cool, man. Well, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Where are you from?
I'm from Boston.
You're from Boston, so both of you guys are from Boston. What part? You're from Roxbury. What part are you from? JP? Okay, cool. Cool. All right. And I know Sheesh been at it for a while making music. Just getting back into it, he told me a little bit right after a little hiatus to do the dad thing and stuff like that. I understand how that goes for sure.
Yeah, keep that low, man. There's a couple ladies watching.
Oh.
I already like how this is going. My type of party.
For sure.
So we can't
Goes
shy
like
from
that. Goes like
questions,
that.
right?
Nah, not at all.
Okay, yeah.
But Uzi, how long you been at it?
So I actually been doing this shit for like 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm a behind the scenes ass nigga for a long time.
Okay.
You know, like,
Yeah.
do engineering, video editing, like shooting videos.
Dope.
All of that. I even run podcasts.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got my own studio, all that shit. So.
Oh, nice, dude. All right, where at?
In Austin.
Oh, cool.
Yep, Undeniable Sound.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, he's actually doing his thing. I met him when he had his little studio in his room, and I'm so proud of you too. You know, you've grown so much within the time span that we've met.
You know, it's crazy. I actually just seen that video. Like, I guess because you sent it to like one of my other IGs that I don't really be on it as much. And I was searching to contact you today, and then I seen the share that you did from inside my room and a studio session with me tagging.
Oh, like not long ago?
Yeah,
Right? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I just peeped it today.
That's dope.
Like,
That's funny.
That's
That's
dope.
funny.
So you say you've been doing music for about 20 years. Now, that's a pretty long time, you know. Where has the rest of the time, where has it been? Because I see where you are now when I met you, you know. So prior to me meeting you, like.
Well, I mean, I did a lot of ghostwriting for a long time, where I was writing for a lot of R&B artists and stuff like that. I won't say no names. I had a company called GWA, Ghostwriters Anonymous, where, you know, we worked out stuff on the back end so people wouldn't have to say they had a ghostwriter, but I got taken care of very well, so I'm not tripping on it. But I absolutely wrote songs for some of your favorite R&B artists in the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done artist development for all the mini labels, like all the R&B groups from Smooth Impact, you know, shout out to them, and when they was a thing, and Blue Hill and all that. Like, I've gone to BB King's with all these people, so they'll just pay me to be in the studio and say, take the I out of that sentence. You know, don't say and.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so I was doing that for a long time, you know, just like I said, just behind the scenes, directing, videography, engineering, you know, and now it's like, I've had so much music. I probably have like 800 unreleased songs.
Damn.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? But it's because I'm writing for so many people, and then I'm like, nah, this one's mine, this one's mine. But, you know, at the same time, if somebody came to me tomorrow and said, we'll buy your whole catalog, take it. I don't care about being the artist in the front.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like I'm forced to do it because I got so much work and I'm not putting nothing out. And people around me are like, bro, why you not putting music out? Like,
Yeah.
you know, we get it, you're doing all this other shit, but at the very least, put out a project.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at now. You know what I mean?
Okay. Put out your own shit, yeah. No, songwriting is a cool business, man, and I think it's a cool position to play. You know, like, I feel like, you know, like I deal a lot in hip hop. We deal a lot in hip hop and shit like that, where like songwriting is like super frowned upon. You know what I mean? It's like you don't do that. You know, but I wonder why sometimes. You know, like I obviously get it. Like rap is a very personal thing. Like the lyrics are supposed to be your story and shit like that. You know, but at the same time, like it, you know, I think that there's some validity to like having a co-writer like maybe help you like get your story out in a more effective way and stuff like that potentially, you know. I think if somebody's just writing for you completely and you're just like, oh yeah, I'll rap that, then that's kind of shitty, I guess, you know, especially with something like rap. What do you think about it?
Shit, the songwriting thing ain't really for me.
Yeah.
But it's lucrative in that sense, so
right.
I get why people do it.
Like, what about like if like you're having trouble with a line or something like that, and like I'll do that sometimes. I'll throw out like rhymes, you know, for the artist.
Never.
Yeah, you won't even take them.
That means you're not living enough.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's appropriate? Because I think revising and editing, it's good. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
but if you're the one that's doing it, sometimes you can see your faults and your mistakes. You know what I mean? But if you're so focused on your sound and how, you know, awesome or great you are, or you know, sometimes it's hard to hear outside of yourselves. You know what I mean? So I think it's Shout out to Emily in the building, y'all. Let's give Emily a shout out. Turn that camera around. she's with Valentino. Hey.
Shout out to Valentino.
Period. Wait, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? You want to what? You want to what?
You want to pod?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Yay.
Sorry.
No. So I think I would let somebody, a professional, actually sit in the studio session with me, and as I write, or if I came in with something already written, I would allow a professional to, you know, hear me out. And if and when they do have an opinion, I think I would consider it a lot, you know what I mean? Whether I, you know, make the changes or not, you know, but I think they're there for me to actually see the part of me that I can't see nor hear, so I think I would listen.
Song structure, I think that's as far as I would go.
Okay.
But my lyrics in particular, nah, you just got to get out and live. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go to the strip club, you got to go to the grocery store to feel some shit.
But you're probably not saying it in the right form. You could still
No,
keep
structure, I understand, but I wouldn't personally take that.
So you wouldn't
advice.
let somebody change
Never.
your
What about even a word like you said, like don't say
like your and.
No?
No, okay.
Are you very specific?
I was gonna say, it's like, you know, when it comes to songwriting, R&B artists 100% have no problem. Like if you're a singer, they'll take it with no problem.
It's much more normal.
But I've had more success with female rappers than male rappers. R&B singers across the board is fine. But female rappers that tend to like sit in the studio and be okay with the, you know, this word or that word. With male rappers, it's a lot harder, especially older male rappers. Young rappers nowadays don't even write. You know what I mean? I'm recording people all day. They're coming in, punch me in, and they're thinking of shit on the spot. You know what I mean? Like other people that are trying to write, you mean, are trying to push it together are, you know, take pride in that shit. So it's like you don't want nobody to tell you X, Y, and Z. But I will say that I've had people the same way feel exactly like you feel and be in a studio session with me, and I'm like, bro, just don't say I. And you might be like, I'm like, bro, trust me, just try it. And you won't say the I, and you'll be like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it. I'm just that type of person that I definitely will give you some piece of advice that it's not like, yo, alter everything you're doing. It's like, yo, that one part right there, I feel like it's a little off. Even if you're working with an engineer and you did some and he's like, yo, I feel like you didn't give that enough energy. It's the same concept. Like, yo, you didn't give that enough energy, so put more energy. Or, yo, I think that one word is throwing you off. Try not to use that word and see what happens. You know what I mean? It's just those little things that I would offer artists like yourself that I know they don't want the ghostwriting. they just want to get their mix done properly. So I'm like, all right, what can I do, or how could I work around it? I went to college for communications, so like I literally try to do this shit full time. Like I don't have no regular job.
I mean, just like you said yourself, you know what I'm saying, you were doing this shit for 20 years. You know what I'm saying, I've been writing and crafting since I was like 13. You know what I'm saying? So I'm setting my style. I know how I want to convey my message and shit like that. So I definitely don't need that particular style of not even coaching, but critique. You know what I'm saying? But I see it as value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I
like
think
that
if you're like very particular, like, because you're like, you seem to come, you came pretty prepared today.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sure,
saying? So like, I assume that's kind of how you usually do it. So like, you probably take the time to figure out every single word.
Definitely.
And that's why you would be like, nah, like I want that word.
Yeah,
Syllable. Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a big dude, so I gotta take my pauses. I gotta breathe. I gotta do all this extra shit and fit it all into the verse perfectly, so I can get it off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I mean, you know, yeah, if songwriting is a craft, man, then every word is so important. You know, I heard a great interview with a songwriter named Bonnie McKee on this podcast. She's written like 10 #1 hits, you know, which is super rare. Like nobody does that, you know, like a bunch of Katy Perry songs and stuff like that. And she was talking about how particular she is, like where she'll take like the key words of the phrases and put them on the key notes of the melody. You know, and so like she gets super frustrated when artists go in and sing it differently than she showed it to them, and she'll be like, no, do that again, like I showed you, you know, because it's that exact, you know. And it sounds like you're the same way with your shit.
Hell yeah, gotta be.
Yeah.
It's you, it's authentic self.
I saw you shaking your head when you said people like to punch in. It seems like you're not feeling that.
Nah, not at all, man.
It's
Not at all.
time change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But he makes a different types of music. What type of music you make? First of all,
We'll
yeah,
just
can
listen
we
to it.
actually like, you know, rewind? That's the word, right? Rewind.
Rewind. Yeah.
Okay, rewind. Okay, so let's bring it back a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, individually before we get into like group combos or whatever. Let's just get to know. I know you say you know him. I don't really know him, you know. So and the people don't know him either. Okay.
Nah, we need to talk about it. We need to know each other for sure.
Exactly. So before so we're gonna start off individually now. Okay. So Sheesh. You're from Dorchester. I mean, you're from Roxbury.
That's crazy.
I'm from Dorchester. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
from
put
Dorchester.
that on me. That's nasty.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. Don't put that on me, man. Relax.
Hold up.
Hey,
He said
zoom in on me,
is
big dog.
nasty.
Hey, zoom in on me, man. That's nasty. Don't act. I'm from Roxbury, Mass. 02119. First and formerly. Now we can go back to Fame Jackson.
All right. I love Roxbury, but it's dirty. So
Back to me. Roxbury is the birthplace of civilization. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind.
Oh, wow.
So why is it not civilized?
It's the birthplace. What you mean? It started there.
But it's why you not civilized
Because
today.
there's savages out there. What you want me to say?
That's nasty. That's gross.
Nah,
that's disgusting.
That's life. That's how it is outside.
In Dorchester, we get to it, but come on. It's
Stop
clean,
it.
you know what I'm
Stop.
saying? It's clean. I'm sorry, it's clean. Y'all are like literally mini New York. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, stop,
a bunch of get money niggas and fly ladies. That sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
And fly ladies, get money, niggas.
100%.
Sheesh. All right, cool. Number love for Roxbury, but I lived in Roxbury, so I lived everywhere in Boston, you know. But I am a Dorchester baby, so we with the shits and we got class.
Gross.
What? What?
Gross, man.
Damn.
All right. Well, okay, so Sheesh, I love your vibes, by the way. What are you drinking?
A little Bel Air. We're not sponsored, so we're gonna cover that up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rose and all that.
You look like Rose. Like, is that your influence? Is that who you love? Like,
Nah, it's not. No.
no? No?
I'm just a black dude with a beard, you know what I'm saying?
You're a big black dude with a beard.
I'm not fat though, I'm physically dominant.
That nigga ain't fat no more.
He got a lipo, that's different.
Rick Ross seems like he's pretty out of
I
shape.
work for this shit.
He is, but he ain't fat as he used to
That
be.
nigga's fat, bro.
You is in shape. You,
Shout out to
you
Rose
is
if you're watching
husky.
this too. Let me relax. I'm not husky, that's crazy.
What would you call your body type?
Dominant, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? That's not a figure.
I'm a dominant force, you know what I'm saying?
That is not a figure.
It is.
your body build is like
He's like a strong man.
You said strong man.
Yeah.
It's husky strong.
I'm not husky.
Husky got muscles.
Nah, I'm dominant.
What the fuck? It's dominant. I don't
I'm a
understand.
dominant force to be reckoned with, man. It's a different vibe.
Okay, so
I'm
what's
sorry you never
Dallas
seen
is?
that.
What are you then? What is your body?
He's athletic.
Incredible.
What the fuck? No.
Hey, man. That's why I identify as, you know what I'm saying? A dominant force.
Don't keep it going. So, what would you call it?
Coronas.
Coronas? Okay, that equals to dad bods.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on point.
Yeah.
So now, Corona is still not
You knew what I meant though when I said that.
yeah, it made sense
so I
that
didn't have to say
time.
nothing else.
Okay, dope. So how long, you started when you was 13, you said? I remember that part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you started doing music when you was 13. What made you take a break and now you're coming back into it?
Shit, I really started putting money behind it in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Put out a few projects, you know what I'm saying, hand to hand, $10 a pop, you know what I'm saying? That shit went well. Started putting money behind it, and we kind of where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? Corona made me take a break for sure, but it's clicking.
Okay, that's dope. So would you say Corona was like a good thing for you to get your mind right, your spirit right, to get back on track? Did you need that break?
Yes and no. Cause shows slow down, you know what I'm saying? Studio interaction slow down. But yeah, the money ain't slow up because I was still over the internet, $10 a pop. You want the tape, I'll send you a link. You know what I'm saying? Google Drive and all that. So it was good for me. I don't know.
That's dope.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
How did you how did you build that up? So you said you used to do it at your trunk, right?
Yeah.
And I could. That makes sense because I'd probably pay you $10 too if you're like, give me $10 for the
Hey,
seat
hit the
right
cash app down.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But
man.
how do you over the internet? Like, how did you? That's hard to do. Like to generate that shit. Like so.
Shit. I was working at Instagram, man. Follow, unfollow.
Yeah.
All the young motherfuckers, that shit works.
It does. That's the only way you build followers.
Yeah, that's how I'm around like 7,000, and I haven't done it in a year. You know what I'm saying? Follow, unfollow.
What he said?
Yeah.
People that fuck with you, they fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You build your core fan base right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People that want to stick around, they like your pictures. Oh, hey, I do some music. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with this. If they like it, or they don't, they unfollow. You know what I'm saying? I built a good fan base off of that shit.
That's dope. And then you would just post like, I got the new tape out.
Exactly.
Yeah, send shit.
Exactly.
That's
Hell
pretty cool,
yeah.
man. That's dope. I feel like not much people try that type of shit.
Nah, they should.
Yeah.
There's money in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That iTunes money is slow, bro. The
Stream shit?
is-
Yeah. You need
trash.
a lot of streams, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta work for direct sales. I feel like there needs to be some kind of new and better, like cooler platform for that, you know, because like
True indeed.
people don't want to buy on iTunes so much because they're like, I can just pay $10 a month. Why the fuck would I buy this shit?
Exactly.
You know, so like I think NFTs are like the answer, but there's no platform that's popular yet with people. You know, like, because you can, with NFTs, right, people can like show like that they authentically have like a copy of the album, you know, digitally, it's digital proof. And so I think if there was like a cool platform that people like that got hot with people, where it was like cool to buy albums on this shit, and you were collecting them, and you know there's limited editions or something like that, then it could generate more sales for people.
For sure, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to trying new shit, but
Yeah.
right now, that's the best route. You know what I'm saying? I put out a tape, Beautiful Ignorance, you know what I'm saying? I put that shit out like a week ago.
Yeah.
It's still not up on iTunes.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's fucking trash.
Oh, why? Because it's some DistroKid bullshit or
haven't-
something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
So
on
I don't-
Spotify though. We were just listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spotify, Amazon Music, so I would rather go hand in hand, bro. I'll probably never do that shit again.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Not
Yo,
releasing
hold on, what you mean?
I'll probably never put it up on digital
Distro?
platforms. Yeah.
Oh.
DSPs. Yeah.
That seems
So how you gonna release?
crazy.
You're
though.
just
like it's
Hand
so
in hand.
limiting.
If you want to fuck with me, I will give you the music
Yeah.
straight to your phone, straight to your device.
But then you
I
gotta
was-
like
How you-
figure out how to listen to it. And
No,
all
I
that
would
shit, you know what I
suggest
mean? Like,
just having your own website with your artist website and having your music on the website only. like your personal website. I know a few artists like this that you can purchase their music directly from their website, but it is not on any other platform.
You can do it on Bandcamp too. That's a good platform for that kind of
So
thing.
I would say that, like, that way you could definitely keep it where you're at, and the people who genuinely follow you will do that follow up on your page and buy your music. You know, right from you. 100% of the money go to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm looking for. So.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like that's the future, you know, like it's more direct connections, more direct support for people, because like I think that like fans don't really give a fuck, they just want to listen to music easily, but they do care a little bit, I think, especially like your real fans, like care enough to like try to direct support you, you know. This shit like Patreon is super popular, like, you know, so you could do it that way too. You could be like, I'm putting out a tape every month, $10 a month, you know, or something like that. You subscribe to my Patreon, and that's where you can get it.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Yeah. I think it really just comes down mostly to convenience. Like, it's got to be easy to listen to.
100%.
You know?
100%.
Because only, like, your hardcore fans are going to, like, make an effort to listen to your shit. You know, casual people, not going to fucking do it.
They might play 1 or 2 tracks and they out of there, so.
Yeah. And if it's, like, if they're just checking you out, like, they never heard you before.
Definitely.
They're not going to fucking make an effort.
You might get 30 seconds. Yeah.
You know? Like, you're lucky if you get that, yeah.
For sure.
What about you? So you said you have nothing out, or you got some
I have
shit
like
out?
15 songs out.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
15 out of 800.
Yeah.
When you said 800 songs, do you mean like 800 recorded and done songs, or like more? Oh yeah, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
I like just play songs for hours. I've done hour sets.
So why not like just put them out?
Being extra critical on myself,
Yeah.
spending, you know, just years of doing this behind the scenes shit and not really caring. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was just like, I'm making music and I'll be like, I'm gonna make these 800 songs, but I'm trying to find somebody want to buy them more than like, I want to put them out and put
so they're more
videos.
like demos to sell.
Yeah,
type shit.
exactly. You know what I mean? And just kind of, you know, being able to shop my music around. So it's like kind of being meticulous about what works for me, my artistry, and what is like what I'm just trying to sell to the masses. But right now, my issue is like I'll get ready to drop some songs, and while I'm getting ready to drop, I then wrote and recorded 10 more songs.
Yeah, you like more.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I hear you, dude. Like that was part of why like I put the compilation out that I just put out, because like I was just starting to stack up all these songs with different artists and shit, and like we had no good plan to put them out. I get super perfect about mixing and stuff like that, like and just way overdo it, like you know. You know, I see that problem in so many people, and you have a little bit of a different story because you're a songwriter, so like you're not necessarily intending to release them, you know.
Yeah.
But so many people I talk to that create music are like, that's my shit, but check out this shit, you know, on my phone, you know, and it does nobody any good like that, you know. So that was one of my goals was with that project, was to like just fucking get it out as quick as I could. And I definitely still got a little too cute about the mixing and, you know, is it just right and all that type of stuff, and I still hate it and all that, but fucking
But people respond well to it though. Like,
no, I mean, no, the mixes are great, but you know how it is, like you always like
exactly,
want to get better and shit, but yeah, and you know, just to kind of go through that exercise of like just put this shit out, you know, and try to feel that and be cool with it and move on, you know, more and more.
I'm there now though. Like I've definitely been working with some people that are showing me playlisting. Like they'll, you know, like 2 people in particular dropped tracks the same day, told me the playlist that they're gonna use. They'll let me know how much money they're investing. Like
in
you know,
playlists?
Yep, only $100. Yeah, but basically,
fake
100%. But basically, you know what I mean, trying to get on some organic playlists. You know what I mean, like trying to just get onto certain people's playlists that they got relationships with, that they know actual playlisting. So he's like, you know, just showing me how many monthly listeners you can get up to, and you know, actually showing real analytics on it. You know what I mean, with only spending $100 for one song. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to like max it out, but we're just showing like how that little bit can get you to a place where at least people can pay attention to you for a second. Like, you know, go clicking on something with 100 views or 100 likes is less likely than clicking on something with 5,000.
Yeah, it's that weird mental thing where you just like you see a low number and you place a lower value.
You just don't want to get caught up in the bullshit where niggas blue checks get taken away and all that other nonsense. You mean like don't do the all the way faking it all the way. Like you could play for a couple playlists and stuff as long as you know they're actual notable playlists and they're authentic. But some playlists obviously are bullshit. But if you know what you're doing,
the person maybe, but 99% of playlists that you have to pay for are botted. and it's fake streams. And so like that gets you a number, which looks good, but nothing else. You know, not actual fans. So my belief is like that you should be like the first thing to pay for is advertising and go find like real fans that are gonna click on the ad and check your shit out.
Yeah, like YouTube and Google ads and all that.
Yeah, Facebook ads. Yeah, that run on Instagram and shit. Yeah, that's been the most effective method I've found so far.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Well, I somebody was talking to me about this. Basically, a method a couple people have been using, where basically they would pay for the playlisting. They'll put a single out, or put like 3 singles out, right? And these singles they'll get up to 10K or something. Yeah. And then when you go to release like an album on DistroKid per se, it's gonna say, has this music ever been released before? You mean? And you say yes for those singles, and then those 10,000 plays on each single will accumulate to your first day's sale of the first day streams of your album. So if somebody goes to look at your album on the first day, you done already hit 30,000 streams, and they're like, damn, this nigga had 30,000 on the first day. Let me tap in. That's how some people get plaques. By the way, just fun fact, a lot of niggas get plaques like that, getting their YouTube plaques and shit, is because they did that first day shit. They went number 1 or number 10 for a point of a nanosecond, like a fraction of a nanosecond. That's what got them that plaque. They wasn't number 1 for a week or even 24 hours. It was literally a fraction of a second because of algorithms and because of how they work their playlists and their singles.
But yo, you don't see how many streams an album has as a viewer.
Well, no, the analytics shit.
You can see the individual songs if they're over 1,000, but like on your top 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you'll have everything start up. I mean, they'll look at your playlist and be like, this thing got all stars, so they clicking on it. You know what I mean? Like,
it definitely looks good. But yeah, you gotta be careful. Because you can get, if Spotify catches you with like botted streams and shit, then they can take your music off and you can be really screwed.
Shit.
You know, so people gotta tread lightly with that shit. And it's actually against terms of service to even pay to be placed on a playlist. Like people aren't supposed to do that. So I'm wary of it. If I'm gonna go for like user playlists, I'm gonna go on something like Submit Hub or Groover, and like submit through like to their verified playlist people that are on there. And then the ultimate shit is to get on the editorial ones. You know, so then you got to use the pitch to playlist option after you upload it. Like before it's out, you can go into Spotify for Artists or Apple Music for Artists and pitch to their editors to try to get on like Rap Caviar and that type of shit. And you get on those, like you get a big win. Big win, you know.
That's what I'm trying to do now, like the campaign, trying to do as many interviews as possible. This is like my 3rd interview in like the last week and a half.
Nice, the best one, right?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. Of course.
But just been grinding, you know what I mean? And like I got a bunch of showcases just this month. I probably had like 10 showcases. I still got like the Philly versus Mass, New York versus Mass, Providence versus Mass.
You want to throw out some dates for us?
Undeniablesound.us. You know what I mean? Because I have at least 11 different dates for the remainder of this month.
Okay, and this is shows and interviews and stuff.
Interviews, just mainly shows and interviews, and a couple like things that they're inviting me and the coalition to. So shout out to the coalition, by the way.
Nice.
Dope, nice. What's the versus thing that you're doing?
So I do all the behind the scenes stuff for the Boston Versus.
Oh really?
Yeah. So cool. I do all their I'm supposed to be at the Versus right now.
Oh,
by the way, yeah. But
who's doing it tonight?
I have somebody else filming for me, but it's 4 artists. You mean Vel Holmes, Trini Mafia, Smokey J, and he gonna be Mo Lottie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the 4 artists that are doing the Versus tonight. And then I think we have like a OG one coming up and like a R&B joint. A couple more. We just did an R&B joint, but just basically trying to put the city on. If you look at the people we have for the Versus, our very first Versus battle, we had Y Jizzle against Nazarati and Q Philly against KJ. The next one was 8 Zips against Stizzy Left Lane. You know, next one is like Shay Bands, against Say Blanco and King Bricks against Side Street Copple. You know what I mean? So it was like we was really hitting, like getting these top tier artists and just keeping that flowing. There's a lot of people that are doing versus battles. I'm trying to connect with them. Instead of us being online like, yo, we did it first, because we didn't do it first. Fucking Swiss Beats did. I don't care what nobody talking about in the city. You know what I mean? But like, that's right now. We just tapped in with like the dudes who was doing the verses in Lynn, and basically trying to do it where we tap in with everybody. Like, let's just, our platform reached 7,000 live viewers.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And the last one, and then somebody hated and our page got taken down. The Boston versus page. So we restarted it last week. We're already at like 700 followers or something like that, which isn't bad. You mean in like a week and a half, 2 weeks type shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
What's the vibe like at those events?
Dope. You know what I mean? The thing about it is people think it's going to be a negative vibe because, you know, you got all these street niggas in attendance. But these niggas is putting on for the city. I think about this. We had a chat room or like the live, and you in the comment section, you had niggas from Heat Street, you had niggas from H Block, and they were like, yo, your music sucks. But what they didn't say was like, fuck your dead mans. And they didn't get disrespectful. Right. They kept it respectful and show me a post, a live, a comment section anywhere in the world that had Heat Street and H Block niggas that didn't get disrespectful. That's the only place that shit ever happened.
That's interesting.
You know what I mean? So it was like we're actually building a bridge where niggas might be able to not necessarily work hand in hand with each other, but tolerate the idea of like he might be here. You know what I mean? He might be over there. He might be doing some of the same shit I'm doing without niggas being like, yo, if I do this podcast, you can't have them other niggas do this podcast. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where sometimes it be like that. You know what I mean? Where niggas don't want to rub shoulders with other people that's rocking with, you know, the opposition. So it's like for us to bring those type of people together and them respect the platform. We've had zero incidences. You know what I mean? Like zero incidences. Like there's been zero fights in all of these versus battles that we've done. That's awesome. You know what I mean? We're at today's number 12. I mean, and with being on number 12 and having not one single fight, not one single situation with all like the most, you know, some of the main street niggas that you know in the city. You know what I mean? It's actually a feat that's hard to accomplish. So just being proud of that shit, you know, it was hard. It's hard. Shout out to E108 for really bringing all that shit together, you know what I mean? Like, and then just all of us, you know, on the back end trying to keep this shit afloat.
Would you ever do it versus? Sheesh.
I don't think I got enough music online. You know what I'm saying?
You just have to be online.
They got to do like 7 records.
What, you just play them? You just play them in the...
Yeah,
like,
I'll say this. It got to be 7 records and records that you think the streets remember. You know what I mean? Like, right now we working on like a versus with Sandro Castro and like Wally Sparks and trying to get artists like that. People that people going to know. Finelia. You know what I mean? Like artists that you're going to know the name when you hear them. But it's like, you know, we trying to bring those artists out so that, you mean, like, they could showcase their shit again. And it's not going to be all new shit. They're going to be dropping. We want to hear the gems. We want to hear the old shit. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel like. If you coming through with some new shit and you feel like it's fire, that's dope. But if you got 7 records that you know had the streets buzzing when you was hand-to-hand sales, and you know at least 30 motherfuckers is going to be like, oh, yeah, I'd have bought that CD. You know what I mean? Do that shit. You know what I mean? Sure. Real shit. Do that shit.
We can talk about it.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a cool platform, man. It's a good idea, the whole versus thing. I was psyched when they started doing that, like you said, Swiss Beats and shit. You know, like it's fun.
Yeah, it gave people something to do during COVID too, and now it's just like fuck it, keep it going. You know what I mean? Like,
right. So what do you guys do? You live stream it type shit?
Right? So yeah, we live stream it on IG. Yeah. I filmed I filmed the whole entire event behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But I'll get all the performances and then repost that on the Boston versus YouTube page. Cool. I mean, so that we can have different content on the IG, different content on the YouTube page.
My bad.
And just run it that way. And then I also, like, sometimes, depending on like the venue, because some venues are bigger than others, I might do like
Can you close your leg a little bit so I can have some leg room? Thank you.
Like for some of the artists, like I'll do like, let's go to the corner, tell me your favorite song that you did. Let's just shoot a video to that shit, and I'll do like a one-on-one video in a cut somewhere. I mean, and kind of repost that as just a piece of content for the artist as well.
For sure.
That's dope. Well, I commend you for doing all that you are doing for the city. It's lovely, lovely. Now, and I like how passionate you get when you start talking about these things. Earlier, I thought you was about to beat him up or some shit, because you get so passionate. No, it's like it's dope that you get this way about, you know, the culture and the city and stuff like that, and you're in for bringing everybody together in unity. So, yeah, I really look forward to seeing more shit, and I seen you perform for the first time in Everett. Was it Everett? Yeah. Dope shit. Yeah, so it's amazing. You're an artist, you're a producer, you're behind the scenes, and it's, you know, for real. Sheesh, let's get into you know.
Sure.
So I think you should I think it's a great idea to actually, you know, like word of mouth or, you know, face-to-face, you know, type interactions when it comes to your music or whatever. I still think it's very important. And also it's like very petty change or whatever, it still accumulates, you know what I mean? So I think you should drop your music on, like, you know, the bigger platforms, you know, for people that you might not see in person, that might be across the world, across the country, you know.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? We getting good support in France right now.
See that?
You know what I'm saying? Russia, a lot of random ass places like that. But like that's after a week or 2 weeks of me doing hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? So I kinda like it that way.
Do you travel a lot? Like, so you fly?
Nah, I'm a tri-state nigga, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that when I met you, you said you had just came out of jail, right? Right. Now, if you don't want to talk about that, I'm sorry.
Bringing that up off the record is crazy.
No, it just came to my mind. I wanted to talk about that, you know, because that probably can explain for why, you know, like, you know, because some people, was you writing in jail and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, so a lot of that time was, you know, how much time did you do? I don't want to say a lot of time.
It was petty. It was some little shit. You mean I just caught a little small, like 4-month bed and nothing crazy. And shit.
Okay.
Just had to sit. I mean, it was honestly, I won't get into the full schematics of it, but basically, some police officers came to my crib and gave me some paperwork, and that's why I got locked up. But the police officer that gave me the paperwork never existed, and I didn't even live in that address when they supposedly gave me this shit. So,
shit.
So basically, I sat in jail all that time, and then they was like, "Yo, my fault, nigga. You could go home."
Oh, that's crazy.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, so I almost lost my job and everything, but I told my job at the time when I had the job, I was like, yo, I got into a car accident, and I'm fucked up. I'm not going to be able to go to work for a little bit. By the time I got out, though, my boss already knew, but the day I got out of jail and went to my job to see if I still had a job, she promoted me. She was like, nigga, you was my best employee. Like, fuck that, nigga.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, welcome home.
Yeah,
I was like, word.
That's what's up. God don't like ugly, and, you know, he looked out for you. But, did you spend time behind bars?
Nah, bunch of overnighters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? God bless.
Nice.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be on a unit no time soon.
Facts.
Yeah.
What?
Wesley, you got to knock on wood.
Yeah, you been in the unit, bro?
Yeah.
No. No.
Not yet. They haven't caught him yet.
Exactly.
I did the whole juvenile shit, though. I will say that. I did 7 years as a juvenile. My first time I got booked was 11. I've been getting locked up since 11 years old. In and out.
What was that for at 11?
You know, just whilst I fought with some police officers. You know what I mean? Basically, I'll get into it, bro. Fuck it. It's some deep shit, but like, you know, I was in DCF
The
and shit
streets
my whole
like
life.
to hear this
You know
shit, you know what I'm saying?
I've been in DCF, all that
So-
shit. My parents, you know, been drug addicts my whole life, all that shit. You know, I grew up poor. Like, I'm just regular hood story type shit. I'm a hood baby, like, all the way. And fucking, you know, I was getting taken away. Like, I went to school, nigga, and I ain't seen my mom in a couple months, and I see her in the office, like the window of the office of the school. I'm like, yo, my mom's, nigga? Like, let me go talk to my moms. I look around the corner, my dad's in there too. They crying. You know what I mean? My brothers and sisters is in there. So I'm over there about to walk to the office, police, everybody get in my way. Like, nah, you coming with us. I ain't do nothing wrong. They fucked up. My crib just got raided, all this other shit. So first, something my peoples is doing, not nothing to do with me. I'm just a little kid. So, nigga, when they came and tried to tell me that I can't go talk to my mother, who I haven't seen for like 6 months, swerved. Started punching cops in the face. Like,
They locked you up for that?
yeah, they locked me up. They threw me in a mental hospital for 107 days with no diagnosis.
I'm sorry.
Yep, they threw me in a mental hospital because they said, okay, this kid is 11 years old and he's lashing out because we're not letting him talk to his mom. Because what 11-year-old would get mad at that, right? You mean so? Yeah. So apparently, yeah, they threw me in a mental hospital, no pills, no diagnosis. They was like, yo, this kid should have never been here. You mean, let me out of that shit and then put me in DYS for the case, for actually the assault and battery on the cop. I mean, and then from there, it just spiral. You mean, like, niggas just stayed in the street.
Doesn't seem like the right thing to do. You know?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro.
You're a troubled kid, obviously. Like, get you know, some counseling or something. Like, I'll just lock you up in a fucking cage.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But no, shout out to the staff members at the mental hospital. Because they definitely knew that I was there. Like, I shouldn't have been there, so they would let me come out my room and shit. Like, when everybody got locked in, they would cook me food at the crib, bring it to me. They're like, do certain shit. They're like, yo, we know this kid's we've never had to restrain him, never had to give him a butt injection and none of that shit. This nigga don't need to be here. You know what I mean? And they would bless me to try to keep me sane because they know, like, every day I wake up, I'm walking out and there's niggas wilding all around me. And I'm just like, damn, bro, why am I here? 107 days.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's scary.
A butt injection is crazy.
Yeah, and I
Butt
seen it.
injection,
I seen
what
it.
is that?
Niggas get put on the planks. They put you on a plank. They gotta, you know,
That's crazy.
you know, like the little gurneys that you see, like the like ambulance used to pick niggas up on, but it's like just the little one you hold.
Yeah.
It's like that. They strap you to that shit and they give niggas a butt injection to go make them go to sleep.
Tranquilize you.
Yeah,
Oh, they put it in the butt?
Yeah, they give them a butt injection and they go to bed.
Did you get a butt injection?
I know she's not talking to me. But yeah, let's move on.
I love it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That's crazy. That would have made me more mentally ill to actually be in that fucking facility.
But that's life though. I'm the type of person right now. I got so much clarity in life. You know what I mean? Because of the shit I've been through. You know what I mean? Like I've been through that bullshit. I've had cancer, stage 4 Hodgkin lymphoma. Yes, I was bald, no eyebrows. I had 2 tumors in my neck, catheters on both sides. Did chemotherapy for like 10 months, 11 months. And I've been in remission for 10 years now.
For you, man.
Wow.
So,
God bless. God bless.
But I'm just one of them niggas, bro. That I try to. That's why I'm at this point now where I try to spread mad love to people, and I'm always trying to just be this positive light, just because of the amount of shit that I've been through. You know what I mean? Like I turned 18. The same week I turned 18, I got stabbed in my head, shot in my leg, 5 days apart. You know what I mean? Like, shit went through my ear, went inside my head. I had 14 staples in my head, 12 staples in my ear, and I got shot in my hip. That shit boom, 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 and got stuck on the side for like 3 months before I got it removed. Same week, 5 days apart. You know what I mean? After my 18th birthday.
Damn.
Man.
Damn, you've been through a lot.
of
Kid.
shit. Yeah.
Shit don't stop, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. Like, shit don't stop. Last year, man, one of my best friends from the Sandbox, I mean, got murdered outside the club. 2 months before that, my baby brother, you know what I mean? Like, my baby brother. Same, you know what I mean? Like, literally my blood baby brother, man. Like, I told a lot of niggas my brothers, but this my real, actual brother. Nigga don't never do nothing. He just play video games, sit in the crib, smoke weed. Met some chick online. She want to take him to L.A. on a little trip. He traveling to L.A. Some nigga with the swastika on his neck turns up on him at a hotel. My little brother just got stabbed up like by a barber. Nigga fought a barber. The barber stabbed my little brother like 6'2". You know what I mean? Like he's a big dude, so niggas be intimidated. But he's such a relaxed. He don't got no cases. Never did nothing in his life. He killed that Klan member, and he's sitting in jail right now for murder. I mean, the only case he's ever picked up in his life, and it's a murder charge in Missouri.
She set him up?
Nah, she was just, picked him up, and my little brother's little fly nigga, she picked him up. She drove from L.A., picked him up, and was driving back to L.A. just on a trip, you know what I mean? He ain't did nothing. Like, this nigga, like, turned 20. He's living his life. He's like, fuck it, nigga, I'm going on this little trip to L.A. Yeah. And halfway there, they're at some hotel, and they was in Missouri, and some Klan nigga, some swastika nigga with a swastika on his neck ran down, started shit with my little brother, and my little brother defended himself, you know what I mean, and killed the dude.
Wow. So is he any chance he's gonna get off on self-defense or anything like that?
I'm praying.
Yeah.
I'm praying, but it's Missouri. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole shit. It's Missouri and shit.
Jesus
Laws is
Christ,
crazy
man.
out there, so.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I assume, like, a lot of people, music is therapeutic for you then, right?
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
I got a record. I got an album I dropped at the beginning of this year that I recommend everybody listen to. I don't promote my music, though. Like, I never do. I just drop it, keep go about my life. But I dropped something at the beginning of this year. It's called A Gangster's Gospel. And it's literally just me pouring my heart out. Yeah. I've cried for at least 7 of the 8 songs. You know what I mean? Like, shed a real tear. Like, if I don't shed a real tear, it's not making the album type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta feel. I still write music to this day that I could feel like that about. That I've watched people listen to shit that I've done and they cry, and I'm like, yeah, that's just right. Yeah, you know what I mean? They feel what I meant, what I wanted them to feel. Like, and that's what I want. When I do music, I want people to feel the triumph. I want people to feel the joy. I want people to feel the sadness, the anger, like whatever the fuck I'm talking about. You're gonna feel it because it comes from the most genuine place. Yeah, I mean, because I lived through everybody's experiences. You know what I mean? And that's what, like, I get that in life a lot, where I'm able to like mentor a lot of people. Because niggas will be like, yo, I've been through this, I've been through that. And I'll be like, yo, bro, I've been through this. Like, here's 40 seconds of shit I've been through. And niggas be like, damn, what the fuck I'm complaining for? And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not complaining. I'm only telling you to make you feel like, yo, you're not in this shit alone. I'm not telling you, yo, my problems is worse than yours. I'm just telling you, like, bro, we all got problems. And look at the shit I go through. You don't see me out here destroying myself. You mean, like, keep building yourself up, nigga. Don't kill him with kindness. Kill him with success. I don't want to be nice no more. I just want to be successful, bro. Like,
period. That's real shit.
Sheesh, what are like some of your biggest inspirations?
Shit. I don't even want to talk about me. My man just got in a different fucking bag.
Nah, man. I was still want to continue that. You know, like what types of emotions and shit do you tend to
shit, man.
to write off?
Just living life. You know what I'm saying? Being a dad,
yeah,
a young father. Just that random street shit. You know what I'm saying? All the pitfalls that come with that. You know what I'm saying? Early pregnancies. You know what I'm saying? Gang violence.
How many baby mamas you got?
That's a wild question on camera. I got one baby mom. That's crazy. Yo, we can cut that too. I got
Don't
one.
shit get cut it.
It's live.
No, I got one baby moms for sure.
Oh, okay.
But
for
you know,
sure.
just the regular hood shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Jail, fighting, shooting, drugs. You know what I'm saying? You can grow up in that environment. You know what I'm saying? It's right outside your front door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you use it as therapy too? Writing lyrics? Like, do you like find therapy in it?
No.
No?
Nah. I do a lot of praying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of working out. You know what I'm saying? This is literally just documenting my life. That's how I see it. Yeah. With a fly take on it. I'll say that.
Dope shit. Do you have kids?
yeah, I do.
How many?
3 for the stripes.
Nice.
You
We
know?
all got 3.
Boston nigga.
So
3 for 3.
You have 3 baby mothers?
Yeah.
It was the Okay. That's dope shit. So how do you guys handle family, loved ones, and music? Like when you have to probably leave the city or go perform in LA or, you know, have meetings and, you know, you got significant others or kids or, you know, baby mothers that need your time or need your money, but you need it elsewhere. How do you deal with that? You could go first.
How can I take care of somebody if I can't take care of myself?
Okay.
I mean, if I got to do these things that I'm trying to do so that I can put myself in a better position in life to be financially established, not stable. I don't want to be stable. I want that money to come in like I'm sleeping and I wake up. Oh, you made a stack. You mean if that's not happening, I got to keep grinding. And the people that I love have to respect that or you're holding me back.
So what do you do? Have you had instances?
Show love, you know what I mean? Show as much love as you can, and obviously people are going to feel away. I mean, people are always going to feel away about you pursuing something else or doing something else that doesn't include them or doesn't involve them. But, you know, going back to my little brother, I remember my last job before I gave up this whole corporate shit and started, you know, the studio full time, I was an area director at Insomnia Cookies. So, you know, they sell cookies till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And like no weed cookies, just regular cookies. And I managed 3 locations. I busted my ass, got myself all the way up in that company. When I got a promotion, they sent me to Philly to like a hotel to do some training type shit. But it was really a little vacation. I already knew everything. So while I was out there, my pops, all of them live in Philly. My little brother lived in Philly. So they all came down to the hotel to see me. I'm in this 5-star hotel. Shit's fire. Like, they in there. Everybody's so happy for me because I'm doing this shit for my life, like taking this next step in my life. And my little brother, you know what I mean? You know, free bro, he looks at me and he's like, yo, bro, like, I'm proud of you, but I feel like you would have made it in music already. And that shit fucked me up. I'm like, yo, this is one of the biggest accomplishments I ever had in my life. And my little brother's like, yo, I'm proud of you, but if you would have put this much energy that you put into this job, into just doing music, you would have been successful. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, he's right. You know what I mean? So it just really like was one of them pushes that make me be like, fuck all that corporate shit, fuck working for people, fuck all that, like, just do what you gotta do for you. You know what I mean? And like the people that might not feel like you're all the way there will understand it when you get to where you need to be. You know what I mean? You're not there for them because you're not even there for yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I gotta get myself right.
That's 100.
So.
That's real. How about you, Sheesh? How do you deal? I just asked the whole question.
I just clocked out for a second. Say that again,
See? Because you was looking at text messages.
Can you repeat the question, please?
How do you deal with loved ones and family, you know, and trying to deal with music? Like, How do you deal with people that?
Shit, my daughter was on one of my last projects. You know what I'm saying? She loves it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Outside of that, I took off, I want to say 10 years. Took off 10 years in the music shit. So now I'm trying to double back, get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Reap all the benefits that I should have got. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So.
Do you agree with him? Like, you leave, if people are not on the same page with you, if you feel like they're not supporting you, do you leave them behind, or do you try to make them understand?
I literally went the opposite way. I stopped doing the music. I stopped doing the shows. I stopped being out late night. Stopped doing the club appearances and shit like that, so I could be a dad. You know what I'm saying?
So
Now
you did
I'm
you did the opposite. Okay,
for sure. And do I feel it was the wrong decision? Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm here with y'all.
Because you could have done both, right? No?
I don't think so.
No, you
Not
couldn't
to the
have.
capacity that I wanted to.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
It's kind of nice, right? Like, 'cause I got kids, you know, but like, I feel like a lot of people that I come across that don't have kids yet that are trying to like do music shit. I feel like they almost feel like there's a time limit on them, you know, where it's like I gotta do this before I have a family or whatever, you know, like otherwise I'm gonna have to stop. And there's definitely some truth to that, but like the nice thing about being on the other side of that is like I can just do this for as long as I fucking want. Like I got my kids, I'm good, you know. So like now I'm just here and this is it. You know, there's no like deadline or like thing that I have, like some time when I might have to stop or anything like that. You know,
That's a nice way to look at it.
yeah.
Got that out the way. Got the kids
What
out the
about
way.
You? You got kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
You want
No.
some?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it after the show.
Baby mama number 2.
No, he
God.
sound like he has 4 baby mothers.
Damn,
That
he
four
sound-
others that he doesn't know
Eastside
of.
just goes through podcasts, fucking trying to take the whole side.
Nah, this is my first podcast, man.
Trying to do the same thing on Franchise Report. Just trying to
You
take
try
out,
to take her
trying
out.
to take out Pretty Miss.
You try to take out.
Yo, Dallas, you the ops right now. What you doing, man? That's crazy.
I mean.
Nah, I just made that up.
Yeah, that's not true.
See, now that's some guy shit. I was just gonna reward your ass, but you know what? I'm not even saying.
Yeah.
No.
I like your vibe. You look nice. We should hang out.
Oh no.
What you mean? What happened? That's crazy.
Talk to your friend here, no side. Nah, I just don't. I
I think
mean,
that'd be a great match.
Word, what type of dudes you into?
what type of guys do I? This is
Dominant.
the first
Dominant,
time.
yeah, like
Oh
dominant.
my
Yeah,
god.
guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Dominant
Dominant force. You know what I'm
He looks like
saying?
he'd pick you up with one hand.
Yeah, a petite young chocolate
one
lady
finger.
like yourself.
I can't take all this pressure. Stop it.
Not even pressure. You
Stop
fine.
it.
I'm sure you get it all the time.
No, I mean, not as blunt as this. Like, niggas be like, you know, they come on to the show and, you know, but niggas ain't never talked to me like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not shying and I'm not getting all, you know,
Nah, I mean,
all
I
cheesy.
came prepared. I seen a couple clips. You be talking to niggas crazy. So, you know.
Dope. I love your vibe, but I'm gonna cancel and decline any future, you know, dates or
That's crazy.
askings. Okay, but
On
She's just
camera.
doing that for the show. She's doing that for the show, bro.
Allegedly on camera.
Hey, man.
I suck at flirting, guys. Stop it.
You don't gotta
Okay.
flirt. You do all the work.
Okay, stop talking to me, okay? Just stop talking to me. Like, you said too much. Okay. My cheeks get so high when I get, like, you know.
You get nervous?
Yeah,
She's
I can't
blushing?
even
That's
look
a good
at
sign.
him.
She's
You got a
blushing.
pretty smile.
Can't even
for
look
sure.
at him. Okay, so listen, right? So I was just gonna, are you single?
I'm not.
You're not, you're in a relationship. I think I seen or met your girl at the, not that show, but in Lowell. Yeah. Pretty girl. How long you been dating?
For a year and a half.
Okay. How's everything going?
Smooth. I don't got no complaints.
So,
You know, we have a language barrier that I think helps. You know, because
She don't speak
she's
English?
really Spanish and
Okay.
I'm really not Spanish. I'm a nigga Rican, so my Spanish is trash. You know what I mean?
that's a good one.
You know, like I'm Spanish, but ain't nothing I ever did in my life with Spanish. I don't do the hip movements. I don't listen to reggaeton.
hip movements.
Nonsense.
My man said the hip movements.
Now only Spanish people do it. You see Bobby Shmurda?
Yeah,
That nigga be moving.
Nah, he's Dominican. That nigga
Bobby
gotta-
Schmurder's
He gotta be Dominican.
nasty.
He be moving. Them hips be swerving, you know. How about you? You in a relationship?
Nah.
Okay.
Now let's talk more. Let's unpack that. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that. Look at the screen. No. Yes.
So yeah, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries. Oh, wow.
Is that good or
Ain't you
bad?
compatible?
Why? What's your sign?
I'm an Aries.
Wow.
When's your birthday?
31st of March.
Same day?
4th of April. So a couple
close.
days
Same week.
after, yeah.
I'm saying, yeah, you should let me take you on your birthday for sure.
Oh my
It's a long time from now, though.
God,
I got
yeah.
time to prepare, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Make it special.
That could be a nice date.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be the girl for you because I
say
catch
that.
cases too.
I thought you cleaned up your act thing.
I did, but like shit happens sometimes, you know, and you gotta just.
So what are you saying?
like,
You put your hands on niggas?
No, that's
so
not
what-
me.
what kind
I
of
grew up
cases
with
you
brothers.
catching?
I got beat up, so that's the last
Sure.
thing I do.
So what you mean you catch cases? What that mean?
Oh, I mean, like, you know,
Toxic?
You be
I'm
scamming?
not
You don't like
toxic.
other
Like,
women around me? What we talking
no,
about?
I'm just like, no, I just came off probation, like 2 probations at the same time.
God bless,
So
God bless.
one, I'm recovering from the next. So, yeah. So I mean, I think I've changed my ways, you know, within the past couple of years, few years. You know what I mean? So I am a nice girl. I'm a really, really dope girl. You know, but
Definitely dope.
I am from Dorchester, so.
Gross. that's the only thing.
She's like, that's a
when
deal
she's
breaker.
a 10, but she from Dorchester, you know what I'm saying? That's literally the only problem.
Damn, what's up with Dorchester though? Why
Dorchester's
you?
gross. man.
Why?
It just is. They
What
got
is
no
it?
good restaurants. You know what I'm saying? It smells over there.
Wow.
Roxbury just a different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You're used to like crackhead
Well, we
shit.
know that she needs to go up against a Dorchester rapper when he does Boston versus for sure. For sure.
Don't put me against no Dorchester. It ain't blowing out the water, man.
Oh,
That's just me.
I know one for you actually, cause you're rapping the same category
Let's talk
too.
about it.
Who's that?
Word.
Yeah, I gotta know. I'm
Don't
trying
look
to
around. We
I'm
talking
trying to set
you.
these battles up.
We talking to you. What we talking about?
I'm like, shit,
crazy.
it might be it might be something worth
Last
looking
days
into.
would be
Who knew
crazy.
it?
Yo,
That'd be a crazy
last
versus.
day.
Last days get busy. I can't hold you.
Ah, okay, respect. Respect.
I might
There you
have to
go.
hit the gym a little bit for that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nah,
cause.
all right. I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, but y'all got some really dope artists in y'all city too. Like, you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And I don't think there needs to be none of that Dorchester, cause y'all have beef within your own town. Like, y'all have beef with the niggas that live across the street from
For
y'all.
sure, for
It's
sure.
not
That's a
like
Boston
it's
thing,
not
for sure.
like you have beef with like Roxbury has beef with Dorchester. It's not like that. It's
more of a
never
rivalry,
like
right?
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not no real
But
shit.
for what though? Because everybody that lives in Dorchester has once lived in Roxbury, or vice
It's just a talk
versa.
shit. I don't think it's
Or
really
vice
like-
versa.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Every year they had a Dorchester versus Roxbury basketball game. Shit like that. It's just a
Oh, okay.
town rivalry.
Rival towns, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
But we better, so.
Nah, but let's get back to it. Like, you single right now?
I think that Bel Air is like hitting him,
You should
right?
have a little.
No.
I mean, I would have offered before I put my lips on it, but, you know,
What else you put your lips on? No, sir, no, sir.
pretty women.
No, let's not start that shit. All right. So you be
Nah, what type
flirting
of dudes
with
you into, though?
you be flirting with everybody. That's understood.
Nah,
so
just like what I said.
we can flirt right now. That's cool and all, but you know, like that's just it. You know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Nah, I should go somewhere afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
I got work in the morning, so
I could drive you. Don't worry about it.
what to work?
Yeah,
I have a car.
I know.
You can save gas.
Exactly.
I mean, my friend does have my car for she needs.
So
it.
let me take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
It's all set up.
A dominant force. You're trying to take care of a petite young lady like yourself. I think that'd be fun.
Yo, you're gonna have everybody coming for me, all your woes and stuff like that,
Whoa,
and
nah, I don't got none of those. Nah. I'm just married to the music. That's all. Me and Dallas Rose just cooked us some fire shit.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of last days, you should jump on that track. Shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That would be
Chopper, yo. Yes. But shout out to everybody from Boston, Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan. You know, we don't really count South Boston, but you too, I guess.
Sheesh.
You is part of the city, you know what I'm saying?
What about Brookline? We're like part of the map.
I'm from JP, dog. Damn, bro. I know it got gentrified on the Census Street side.
JP is also crazy.
But JP's on the, listen, I'm on the JP side that's right next to Roxbury. I stay in Eggy. You know what I mean?
Nah, you good.
You know what I mean? Like,
You good
we in
then.
Eggy. I
If
live
you
in
in the
Eggy right
Eggy
now.
side, then
but
you
I'm
good.
from JP from right up the street on that side of JP. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm right there.
Nah, you just gotta submit your paperwork. They'll get back to you like 2 to 3 weeks.
You know, I'm a JP nigga, 100%. You know what I mean?
With a couple of
You know, we
statements
got all
as
the
to why
plugs.
we should
You-
accept
for
you.
sure.
Yeah, you've gotten work off a nigga from JP. You know what I
100%.
mean?
Nah, that's true.
We got the best plugs. So it's like, you know, that's all.
That's
We'll
true.
stay with that.
Nah, for sure.
All right, so speaking of all the neighborhoods and shit, like something me and Sheesh were talking about a little bit earlier, and we talk a lot about this show, like this kind of the search for the Boston sound. You know, because I don't feel like we have developed a real, like, defined, recognizable hip hop sound yet. You know, that is very much our own. You know, like. But what do you guys think about that? Like, are you hearing things where you feel like there's something brewing? Like, obviously, like a lot of people are on the drill shit. You know, there's kind of that more classic boom bap, soulful type style that a lot of people like to do in Boston. But like, yeah, I mean, you're an engineer. You see a lot what a lot of people are doing.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I would say, like, a lot of people just try to be trendy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the unfortunate part about it. A lot of people try to be trendy. The people that are true to self stand out, always. You know what I mean? Like, and then just the being different is what's going to develop that sound. We're not going to find that sound till everybody try to be different from, you know, drill niggas or down south niggas. Or, till nobody in the city for at least like a couple months is not dropping nothing that sounds like nobody from no other city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's doable. Niggas drop shit that's just them. You know what I mean? Like, which is going to be like a more aggressive, clever boom bap, right? It's gonna be like a more aggressive, clever boom bap with a little bit of a better vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like more of a vibe. That's what I see as like the real Boston sound.
Yeah.
It's like niggas kind of keep it boom bap, but more aggressive, almost like Conway style, but with like, you know, like Griselda, but not being so bar heavy like that technical rap.
Not that more like classy and flat.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. A little bit slowed down, not so much of the
Yeah.
technical shit, just more like gritty, aggressive, but clever shit. Just that clever, you know, fly nigga shit. I think that's, to me, is like the Boston rap that always stands out. The niggas that rap like that, that's that Boston sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. That
Like,
sounds
I think a
about
lot of
right.
it, I mean, I'm biased because I'm a producer, right? But like, I think a lot of it is in the beats, you know, like which is what really defines the sound, you know. So like, what would it be about that beats, do you think?
I think the beats is when you got to get away from subgenres. You know what I mean? If you stay far away from subgenres, I did a tape that I was working on where I basically used like a fucking Busta Rhymes beat, a Ludacris beat, the Clips grinding beat, right? I got a Lauryn Hill freestyle I did on that thing. But then I would tell people, I'm like, yo, what kind of beat would you say these beats are?
Yeah.
And niggas would say hip hop. Right, because there's no subgenre for those beats. Right now, it's like, yo, that's trap, that's cloud rap, that's drill, that's this. You know what I mean? There's a subgenre for everything.
The subgenre is how you get like a local sound. Like, we have to develop our own
exactly. That's my point. So
Yeah.
it's like when people are dropping beats and you're getting on beats, try not to get on beats that are anybody's subgenre. Find the beats that are just a generic hip hop beat that sounds good to you. And then when enough of those happen, we'll find the ones that's like, yo, that's our style. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna happen until niggas stop making subgenre songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because the subgenres belong to somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's the realistic part about it. Like, if you can get off of that and just do a hip-hop beat, that's what's going to develop the sound quicker, you know what I mean? And you'll see the niggas that stand out that is meant to stand out. I mean, everybody else is just going to stay doing drill tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, or whatever, like.
That's real.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
interesting. That's an interesting take on it. I like that. Carve it out of like, start from a more macro perspective and yeah, figure it out from there.
So do you feel like producers need to like transition from how they make beat or their style of making beats, like to start something?
Yeah, I'll be
Like-
on my producer's backs. You know what I mean? Hold on.
I mean, we definitely need to not like chase what we're hearing on the radio and shit like that. You
Right.
know, we need to try to come up with our own flavors and styles and
Session
shit.
right now.
Okay.
You know, especially because like when you chase what you hear on the radio, like those songs were made a year or two ago. You know, so those producers are already doing something else. You know, so they're like, if you're way behind, if you're just copying beats that you hear from major
For
artists.
sure, and I'm not mad at lesser talented motherfuckers just trying to chase away. Nah, I'm not even being funny. But less talented motherfuckers just trying to chase away to get on, get a bag.
Well, it's part of your development too,
Yeah,
is to learn how did they make this? You know, I want to try to
sure.
make something like that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but
For sure.
it's when you lose the art in it, like, and you're just like, I'm just gonna make something like that because I think somebody might like it. You know,
Yeah.
that's shitty.
I
You know,
mean,
that's
shit.
when you lose it.
It's at the Sound Lab yesterday. There's a lot of motherfuckers doing that drill shit, and you can look at them. You ain't drill. You ain't drill. You ain't from the block. I can fucking see it just looking at you. How you dress.
Yeah.
And you rapping a certain way. That's how we get away from a sound that sounds like Boston. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I kind of see that a lot, and it's not to judge anybody. It's not like you should look like your music, because there's Post Malone. I didn't know like Post Malone looked like what he looked like until I looked at him. I thought he was like a clean person, white boy,
What you
perhaps.
mean? White Iverson. He came out with the, you know what I mean, the straight backs.
Yeah,
I heard
but
the
I'm
song before the
saying he
video.
looks.
I thought he was some light skinned nigga though. Because I didn't see what he was. I'm like, this gotta be like, you know what I mean, somebody. And then there was a white dude. I'm like, oh shit.
But he
I'm like,
looks
White
also-
Iverson. Then I felt stupid. I felt dumb afterwards. I'm like, nigga, the song's
It's
called White
dope.
Iverson. I'm an idiot. Why did I think he was not white?
I got it, bro, but I got it though.
Yeah, I understood that later on, but it's not even that. I just like his style of way he looks, like with the messy hair, the tattoos, and the you know, clothes, whatever he puts on. I just thought it didn't fit or whatever. So I seen a couple of shows, and people's music be sounding good. It's like the music sounds good, but then it's confusing as whose mouth is coming out of. You know what I mean? So when you see these people performing it, those actions don't reflect on their words. So fuck you fuck you look in a specific way because you rap in a specific way. But I think if you're gonna look a specific way, you should be able to project that on the stage, you know, and not still look like, you know, whatever, trying to be gangster. Because that's what it gives all the time.
I
Sorry.
disagree with you slightly.
Okay.
Because the performance starts when the artist walks in the building. If I'm just looking around at other artists as a fan, and I could tell who does hip hop, I could tell who does R&B, I could tell who's doing reggae, you know what I'm saying? And then when you walk on stage, if you're not walking with a certain bop, I can tell you're not hip hop. If you walk with a certain bop, you got Doc Martens on, I could tell you do a little alternative music, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't look like the music you're portraying, it's kind of a disservice to yourself, I think.
It is.
There was one dude that performed last night that, like, he was pretty good, but like he did not look
For sure.
like he was a rapper.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, the dude that 2 times told to get a haircut.
Crazy. He smoked Buddy too. That was wild. Said go right to the barber, get a number 2 round back. That was wild.
But that's why you should be able to perform. Like people would be more surprised. Like, oh, he looks a certain way. Okay, that's one thing, but maybe he's actually about it because, like, the way he's moving. Some people move and they're not even on beat with what they're rapping. Or they're not as, like, you know, as, like, hard as they should, you know, project themselves because they're saying some hard gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't precisely have to be what you look like. I think it's what you give once you on stage.
It's like your authenticity. Like, how much do we believe you?
For sure.
You know, and that can come with any type of look, I think. It's just like, is the way that you're coming across, do we feel like you're fully real and you're fully there and you're not like up there like thinking about what am I doing right now and shit like that? You know, like that's what I think is most important. And you can look any way as long as like the energy that you're giving off is like fully authentic.
Right. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disagree with both of y'all.
But you just said it because you said when
so
you.
Maybe I misspoke.
Yes.
But if say I went up there rapping my shit, which y'all just heard, you know what I'm saying, in a 3-piece suit, you know what I'm saying?
That wouldn't be authentic though.
Shout out to Dirty
That
L's.
In a 3-piece
my
suit.
bad.
Shout out nigga Dirty L's.
Hold on, what's a 3? Like a suit?
Like a suit, you know what I'm saying? Suspenders, bow tie, Pointy
you
shoes.
so the way you would rap, so if you stood there and you just rapped your shit and you looked mad nervous trying to rap gangster shit, then but if you're suited up and you still got that go, that still matches. So fuck what you
but
physically.
It's advertisement as well.
Fuck
if I'm
what
not
you physically look
advertising
like.
the music, if I'm not portraying what the music sounds like, it's not even gonna come across to the casual fan. So I gotta look.
You gotta look at like
way.
Jediah. I'm a classic, man. He came
sure.
out with a record that made sense to his attire.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he knew what he was doing. Like, he do that shit. It's like, you got him straight drop a mobster track. You know what I mean? That shit gotta be, you know, facing the pasta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then it's like you could bust out with a suit.
Dead with your head in that pasta plate. Yeah.
I done seen the niggas that go up there and they're like, you know, we gonna shoot him up. We gonna, you know, do X, Y, Z. And then they're like, Mom, you ready?
With their moms in the crowd.
You're right.
I seen that shit at Sound Lab with their moms in the crowd talking gangster shit. And I'm like, God, I can't even
bringing you
connect
to the
with you.
crib.
Yeah, I can't
And then
connect
she's
with that
bringing
shit.
you to the crib. Y'all look
Moms in the
funny.
back hyping them up like, yo,
Like,
what?
yeah, shoot them niggas.
Like, yo, moms just made spaghetti 30 minutes ago. Like, what we doing? Shout out to moms though, but like that's wild. So I can't even connect with your music.
Yeah, no,
I won't
Right.
even listen to it.
Right.
If you
It makes
like,
it
that's
hard.
the start. You just gotta look a certain way.
Wait, okay.
You have to have a look, I think. You know, like, yeah, I guess it does, but it doesn't need to be like the typical look
For
necessarily.
sure.
Yeah.
It's not Wu-Tang, Wild Tim's hoodie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gotta be all that, but you gotta look hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be an expression of yourself in a similar way that your music is an expression of yourself.
Yeah.
Style's important in hip hop music. In the culture.
It's one of the
I mean,
five
like,
elements. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the 5 elements?
Shit. Breakdancing, DJing,
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah,
rapping,
graffiti, right?
graffiti,
Yeah,
and style. I believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's sick. I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
Come on, Dallas, man.
I mean, I might have. I've heard of like
Come on,
all
man.
those things, but I don't know if I've ever heard like the 5 elements. Like,
Yeah, KRS want to
Clearly
teach you,
defined.
man.
You ever seen what's that shit called, the turnaround or some shit like that?
the Get Down.
The Get Down.
That show, yeah, it's
They
incredible.
say it on it.
Yeah, so yeah, I probably saw
Yeah,
it.
they say it
I
on
watched
it,
the
too.
whole shit. That was crazy.
Definitely.
That show was awesome.
Yeah.
I wanna because we have 2 of you on. Usually we don't have 2 people at the same time. That's because sometimes we book like we
It's
book
growing
without.
I like it.
Word.
I enjoy it. I think it's cool to
It's-
bring like
it's
you guys don't know each other, right?
spontaneous.
Like, I think that's cool to like just not
Yeah,
have
it's
an even bigger
spontaneous,
conversation.
but yeah, sometimes we book without communication, but it works out sometimes. So I do
Like, we're not
apologize.
Dorchester niggas.
Right, I do
that could've been
apologize.
ugly.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
apologize. But the thing is, if it was like that, we would have canceled one of you. So y'all wouldn't have even known. You know what I mean? So, because we try to keep, we love the drama here, but, we keep it at a certain level too. You know what I mean?
He's a big guy. I don't want him to get in a fight in my house.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. I might break a few plates.
For you, this whole shit coming down.
A lot of expensive shit in here.
Yeah, like I was saying, we do have 2 of you in here, and I want to air the both of y'all's sound. And I know y'all recorded something beforehand.
Yep.
I do apologize for not connecting you with Dallas because we do a recording.
Word.
It's all good. We can always follow up and make something.
Yeah, we do stuff like that.
do that.
But definitely, y'all both, I know you got your own shit going on, but you ain't never
I'm always
recorded
tapping
here.
in. I'm always tapping
So-
in with everybody. I just went to the Sound Lab last week.
Nice.
I mean, just to feel it out, and that, that's another reason why I'm kind of even reaching out to people and trying to make sure I tap in with every single person in the city because of the shit that I'm doing with my unification run. I gotta make sure I tap in with niggas in Brockton, niggas out here, niggas in Worcester. Like everywhere that I go, I want to be able to at least connect people. The coalition that I got going on right now is, a bunch of different platforms coming together to try to put something together. And since we started it, we've had at least 6 other notable platforms contact us and want to be a part of what we got going on. So we got 5 group chats going on at once, but trying to make it where it's one group chat. And we could really curate everything in the city, and we don't have to... I'm just big on... I want the participation award to be done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if y'all niggas ever seen people get the participation award, but almost every single showcase that anybody go to, somebody goes up on stage and they're like, ABC 1, 2, 3. They can get off the stage and everybody's like, yo, nigga, fire, best shit I heard. You know what I mean? And there'll be like 2, 3 people to pat him on the back and tell them how great he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I want people to stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want that nigga to go 1, 2, 3, boom, ABC. And then when he's done, he looks at the crowd and we're all like, bro. For real. You know?
I agree.
Because that will make them not want to double back. Like, and then I don't need these people sharing the stage with us no more.
Well, yo, one of the
Oh, thanks for saying that.
one of the problems I think that leads to that though is that most of the fucking shows are all pay to play.
Yeah.
So it's
100%.
not about who can draw fans, who the promoter thinks is going to be good. It's just whoever's willing to pay him for a slot.
Yeah.
And so you end up with these people that a lot of the time like they're not that good, and they bring 3 friends to the show and that's it, and nobody knows who they are. So like we gotta fucking cure that disease.
Yeah, that's the
to
reason
get rid of
why-
symptoms like that.
That's the reason why I'm starting this why I help create this coalition with everybody, because we can monitor that. Because if I had, I have a group chat right now with 12 promoters, you know what I mean? And all these promoters are the people that bring out the major artists that do all the showcases in the city, you know what I mean? And I'm on some, I've already banned artists. I've literally been on this shit, if this person performs at y'all showcase, we're not going to continue working with y'all. Because every time such and such goes up there, 10 people hit the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're an artist that's making 10 people hit the door when you go up there, be realistic, bro. You wasting your money. We are robbing you.
Well, that's the problem. Is
you know what I mean? Don't let us rob you.
They should be filtered out through the natural course of performing.
And now I'm trying to get on somewhere, send in those EPK packages. Like we got to hear your music. What are you performing? If we got to hear what you're performing before we tell you yes. You know what I mean? I don't want to just say yeah, come perform at the show because you gave me $200. Nah, what are you gonna perform at the show? Because if I said no to you and I just held off on giving this artist that slot, I'm gonna get another artist that's gonna still want to pay for that slot that's actually good.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
think
mean?
that
but
should
people are just quick on
play.
I need the money.
Yeah.
Pay to play, I get that aspect of it, but again, it's aspiring artists. You might have to pay to play. More
it's
established.
worth
start
it,
small.
if
You have to
it's
start
worth
never
it.
More established
It's never
If
artists.
there's a bunch of,
It is though sometimes.
local
Wade.
people in the
absolutely.
building.
If you did a showcase right now at the Worcester Palladium, I've done a showcase, I paid $300 to open up for Fetty Wap and all these people at the Worcester Palladium. I mean, and then I did a show at the Mullins Center, 10,000 people. That end of the day, I have 500 new followers. You know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
That's worth it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
It
paying
is
my
worth it.
$300.
That's
bro.
worth
You know
it,
what I mean?
yeah.
Big ass show, but I mean, I've seen so many times where it's more money than that for some small club that you're way before the headliner, so nobody's even in the place yet, and you maybe pick up 5 followers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So my shit is
That's
that's
nothing
most
for
of
you.
it.
If
most of it.
if you're letting those artists get on that are just paying the bullshit, that's their slots. That's that garbage time, right?
Yeah.
So I get it when promoters be like, I'm gonna let such and such pay for this slot because he going first. You know what I mean?
I just think the
heard that
whole
shit.
thing should go
It's
away.
It's
fucked
absolutely
up.
Should go
fucked up.
away.
Listen, it's
It's-
absolutely fucked up,
Yeah.
and I'm on
Yeah.
I'm on a huge campaign of stopping whack artists from hitting these stages. I'm
And stopping
on it. I
promoters
don't care.
from egging these
That's
people
where I
on.
start. No, I'm not
That's
talking
what I
to the
fuck with.
artists. I'm
That's what I
only
fuck
talking with the promoters.
Because I've done that shit.
Yeah.
I've done that shit probably in the last year.
Stop paying for play.
I did that shit with the nigga Rome Street. Shout out Rome Streets. You know what I'm saying? That shit was whack as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Show was dope. Rome Streets got off, whatever. But I think it's on the promoters to curate a good fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Because the
With good
motherfuckers that
people,
sit there
good
early,
artists.
the motherfuckers that sit there late, they fucking get the whole package of good artists. You know what I'm saying? They get their money's worth. You know what I'm saying? The pay to play shit is whack as fuck.
My argument is that a
Which is
promoter is supposed to make money on ticket sales, not on selling slots to artists.
Exactly.
So the promoter is supposed to put on a good show that sells tickets, and to do that they need to put on good artists. So if you got to find the right artists that are already drawing, and if you're not one of those artists, you don't get to play that show yet. You have to go play a really small show and start an open mic, whatever. Build up a fan base to the point where now promoters are asking you and paying you to come play. That's how the ecosystem is supposed to work.
I believe
so.
so.
As an artist, that's your job to go up there and perform. You're not supposed to pay to do that. I don't think ever. I mean, I know you're doing it, man.
Since January of this year, I've been paid for every single show I've done. I don't pay to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying that
Yeah.
I'm part of the events that are putting on these showcases.
Right.
And some of them are pay to play. I'm
Yeah.
behind the scenes with everything, so I see it. But
I get it, and
definitely
I
not
don't
gonna
hate
do
people that
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
I have anywhere you have seen me at, they
Yeah.
paid me. Period.
Yeah.
Say if I'm lying. internet. Anywhere y'all niggas see me at, I've been paid to be there. If
dope.
I'm lying, post that shit in the comments, my nigga.
Yeah.
Never since January this year.
Well, that's real, and keep it up. And I feel like artists should have self-value and understand like every show isn't worth it. That's rude.
It's my engineer. I got to the
Your
studio.
engineer. We on the Podcvst, baby.
It's all good. It's all good. No, I think, but what it's going to really require is for artists to like understand that they shouldn't do that. Yeah. They don't have to do that, and to stop. And then the promoters will have no choice but to do their job and put on their shows. 100%. You know.
Yeah, but artists are hungry. Artists want to be heard. They want to be seen.
It's a shortcut.
You feel me? So they might be swindled. A lot of times they get swindled. It's just, you know, the right words, you know what I'm saying, to get you to paying $300 to $1,200 for something so stupid. So it's not the artist, it's you. You're a fucking predator because you're preying on artists. You know that an artist is hungry. You know that they're gonna probably take their lives to, you know that, but you don't give a fuck because you're not selling tickets, you're not promoting, you're not doing your fucking job. You're not even looking for the right artist. You're just putting anybody on there. So the show's whack until the headline comes on.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Boston ain't never gonna be shit until we actually think of ourselves as the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Stop looking for validation.
Stop giving out the participation award. I'm saying it right now. Like, that's how I've been.
What the fuck is a participation? I got that shit in kindergarten.
The participation award is literally
like you participated, so you get an award.
Yeah, you got to be part of this, so you get some praise for just being here.
Right.
And then all these awards that's been happening, let's be real. All these awards that's been happening are handed out by friends and friends of a friend.
For sure.
So let's just get this whole shit. Like,
you mean like the Boston Music Awards that continue to ignore us year after year and snub us? Because I don't know why.
No, I would say they can suck my dick, but if you finally nominate me, I deserve it. Nominate us, we deserve that shit. You are not doing your homework and you're not giving us recognition. We show nothing but love to the city. You know how many people we done had on to our show with no payments, no nothing. We don't ask for nothing. You come into the studio, we record you, no charge, and then we interview you. You get, like, we do so much and we look for artists. We look for artists. You feel me? Yes, artists find us, yes, but we look for artists. Check our roster. You'll see. And yes, sometimes we don't allow everybody to get it on the show because sometimes, you don't have enough value for us. You feel me? So, you know, start thinking of yourselves, you know, as up here instead of down here, because when you feel like you're down here, then you have to scramble for shit to try to be up here.
Just to piggyback off what you said, I did actually do that Rome Street show because I was trying to find a collective of artists that do the same shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing shows with drill motherfuckers who don't look like they drill motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Wherever, random motherfuckers, and I step off stage and they, yo, that shit's fire, da da da. But they going crazy over a motherfucker getting sturdy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who can't rap for shit. You know what I'm saying? Who's rapping over the words. Who's doing all this random shit. So that's why I did the pay to play thing. You know what I'm saying? There's not enough shows in Boston that feature rap, hip hop artists. And, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that take pride in their craft. It doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So
now your style is more like boom bap.
For sure.
Okay. Yes. I can see exactly why you're saying that because, like you mentioned earlier, that's probably our original sound with the modern day twist, right? But it seems like we're shying from that or don't want to be that because I think everybody kind of knows that, you know. But what's trending, like you said earlier, everybody wants to follow what's trending, drill, you know, trap, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So they feel like that's what's going to get them. I'm not going to say they, I'm going to say we because it's a we thing. We feel like we are not going to be heard just doing old school boom bap. We're not going to be noticed just doing old school boom bap. But the thing is, not a lot of people's doing it. Not a lot of people's doing it.
That sounds getting popular again too.
Yeah, so not a lot of people's doing it. So why can't we come back to actually like putting a stamp on this shit? You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. There's motherfuckers doing it, but there's not a lot of motherfuckers that do it well.
People. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That do it at a high clip, high level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers suck. Like,
yo, he reminds me of Last Days, no?
A lot of motherfuckers is trash, bro.
That's a fact.
They get on their soul samples, and they shit the bed like shit sucks. You know what I'm saying?
God.
I'm 300 pounds. I'm up there looking like Luther Vandross. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe.
That's dope. Any last minute things that we should add in here, before we because I want to get to your song and then I want to get to your song. Do you have a song for us? It has to be unreleased.
Yeah, I have music.
Okay.
Hear something?
Okay.
Yeah. Something?
Yeah, let's play something.
Release, right?
Right.
There you go.
Before I came here, though, I was like, yo, is there anything that you need me to send y'all?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you just play your
You
phone.
don't need us.
Cool.
Yeah,
I was just making
He
sure.
did.
I could
I
send
was
y'all
like,
some
nah,
shit.
you good. Nah.
I'm like, playing music? No, I told you.
It has to be unreleased. Well, you have 800 unreleased, so.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. Facts. So as you look for that, any last minute things we should cover up?
Nah, just anything that I got going on is really like through my website, you know what I mean? Like undeniablesound.us. Undeniable Sound is US, undeniable sound. .us, so it's us.us, in case anybody didn't pick that up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that.
So that's just that. You go on there, go to my lifestyle tab, and you will see all the people that I work with, the coalition on there, and just links to everything we do. On my artist tab, I have all my actual artists that are part of my team. And just all my social medias on
That's
the
awesome. I'm interested in the coalition thing. I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Afterwards,
For sure.
yeah.
100%.
Dope shit. See, that's what we do here. Gap these bridges.
And about the performance or the fucking participation award. I mean, that's one of my favorite things about the Sound Lab event. That I'm the new panelist stuff.
Woo!
The testing lab is that it's not. It's. I mean, you get props for participating, but like. You suck, man. People,
they gonna tell you, man.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you.
Tell you, bro.
I saw some people get slaughtered. Yeah. So like,
that's what's up. Then I like that platform because they ain't gonna shy away from what's needed for the town and the city. Like, if you wasting time, it sounds like they gonna tell you wasting time and theirs. You know what I'm saying?
And it's good feedback too. It's not just like that was shitty. It's more like, like this is what you need to work on. This is why I wasn't liking it, and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of positive feedback, but I did have somebody give me one negative comment.
And that's all you think about, right?
Well, nah, it bothered me. It bothered me, but I will say that the negative comment that the person gave me, every other panelist wholeheartedly disagreed with him. Oh, wow. The entire room. When he made the comment, the room was like, what? Like, you literally heard the room. I'm like, bad. Bet, I respect your opinion. And he was like, once he seen that he didn't have the support of the room, he was like, yo, but I'm just one consumer. That's just my opinion. But I still like the other songs. And, he started backtracking. You know what I mean? Like, because he thought that he was going to say some shit and the room was going to be like, yeah, fuck that dude. But they were like, bro, you dripping. You know what I mean? And they rank like your 1, 2, 3 songs that you like. Yeah. So the song that he made a negative comment about, panelists went out of their way. They was like, I liked all the songs, but you know what? I like the third song the best. You know what I mean? Like, just because this nigga don't like that song, I like the third song the best. You know what I mean? Like, all of them, down to, Jeff 2 times, all of them, shout to all of them, but they all gave me super positive feedback. You know what I mean? Even the dude, he was like, I just gotta hear that song again, I don't know. I was like, if you like my song and you wanna hear it again, just say that, good brother. I said, as a matter of fact, the songs was so dope that after all the performances was completely done, the DJ just started playing back my music.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I want to ask you something, Dallas. Is that a cut?
It was actually a burn. I was reaching the oven and fucking.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Oh, so you got a retouch, a tattoo retouch.
It'll heal up a little bit. It's no big deal.
How was the experience with all of the guys on the panel?
It was awesome. Like it was really fun to be a part of it. Like I've been an attendee of the event. I've always loved that event. I think it's one of the coolest things around. So I'm really honored to be on that panel. That's what's up. It's fun, and I appreciate being able to give feedback. Like. I do it a lot here in the studio with people, and I think about music all the time, right? And then how people are, what type of stuff people are making. Like I'm always searching for a sound and new artists, and so it's really cool to be a part of it and to try to help these artists that are going up there and risking a lot. Like it's hard enough to go up and perform. That's hard to go up
to be
and
judged.
Judgment. That's crazy. Like so, I really appreciate everybody that goes up there, whether I like them or not, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
That's dope. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good for you. Right. Happy for you. And I'm happy that they've recognized, your work and,
Oh, no, yeah.
Your value,
good for sure. Yeah.
Your value within the city. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Shout out to them and kudos to you guys because you're doing your job.
Word. All right, let's play this song.
All right, this is
we got it. Is it? Pulled up? Yeah, you good? All right.
This is called Guantanamera, and it's featuring Sandro Castro.
All right, cool.
Bro.
Probably took it too far, but that's only cause I let her. Burning Cuban cigars, she my guan that I met her. Ain't no brakes in the car, but I'm pushing on the pedal. We screaming fuck the law, mama said it never settle. Ain't gotta know who we are, but we the fucking rebels. Pulling up the guitar, get hit with heavy metal. Now we setting the bar, them waves was instrumental. The cash flow crazy, money gotta go on mental. It started with a hello, now I'm pulling on her pillow. But to love you, you're no puedo, because I'm a bandolero. Got me feeling like I'm Tego while I'm walking through the fuego. Cause I'm fighting with the devil, trying to make it out the ghetto. I put time in this, learning all the fundamentals, had to grind for this. No, it's not coincidental, outline a bitch. I turn a nigga to a stencil, I got drive, baby, this is not a rental. Probably took it too far, but that's only cause I let her. Burning Cuban cigars, in my guan that I met her. Niggas be acting hard like he living a novella. Jumping out of them cars, we be doing look at her. Got a couple of scars and that only made me better. Mommy under my arm, Armani on my sweater. Money all in my palm, feel like Tony Montega. Treated me like a god, she be doing what I tell her.
Tírame todo, mamacita, sin pena. Bonita la morena, da calor que no me quema. Me la como cena, baja panty que me llaman. De noche yo la prendo, sale siendo como Batman. Arranca sin falta, recuérdate te quiero. Pero soy un bandilero, en amor nunca espero. Contrabando mi dinero a la calle como siempre. Si no estoy con ella, estoy ganando con mi gente. If I lost you, I'ma bring it back like a boss do. Case you didn't know, black and Latin from the Bronx, boo. Nice with the flow, but heavy on the 1-2. Somebody should've told you never mess with them Hundus. Fly, hit me up, hit them high, any weather. Mommy look good, I'm applying the pressure. I said I had to go, but her mom won't let her. She said I was a G to the letter.
Took it too far, but that's only cause I let her. Burning Cuban cigars, in my guan that I met her. Niggas be acting hard like he living a novella. Jumping out of them cars, we be doing look at her. Got a couple of scars and that only made me better. Mommy under my arm, Armani on my sweater. Money all in my palm, feel like Tony Montega. Treated me like a god, she be doing what I tell her. Probably took it too far, but that's only cause I let her. Burning Cuban cigars, in my guan that I met her. Niggas be acting hard like he living a novella. Jumping out of them cars, we be doing look at her. Got a couple of scars and that only made me better. Mommy under my arm, Armani on my sweater. Money all in my palm, feel like Tony Montega. Treated me like a god, she be doing what I tell her.
Woo! That shit's dope.
That was dope, man. I was feeling that. You said, so that's coming out on an album? That's coming out soon?
Honestly, it would have already been dropped, but I put everybody's like their fucking, you know, their links to everything. All the artists that are featured on the shit. Right, and when I got to the end, I put OG Castro instead of Sandro Castro, and it was like, you gotta go change the name because it don't match with his Spotify. When I went to go change it, deleted everything that I just entered. I was like, I'm gonna do this shit another day.
Right? When I put out the compilation, it was like 3:30 in the morning. I was uploading, and the fucking form kept resetting. I had to enter everybody like 3 or 4 times. And then the next day, I listened to a couple of the mixes, and I was like, shit, I fucked some things up, so I had to delete it before I can do it all again. But it's all good. It's out now. All right, Eastside She's taking us out. We just made this shit. Thank you guys for coming. Tune in next week.
Hold on. Is there any last minute things that we should cover? Right.
I know she always interrupts me like that.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of shit. Beautiful Ignorance, I just dropped, you know what I'm saying, Spotify, Amazon, should be on the iTunes now. You know what I'm saying? Shorty just put the lip gloss on. Excellent vibes. You know what I'm saying? She got the trench coat halfway off. We're going to talk about that later. Hey, hit me on the gram, Eastside She's. Easy.
Boom. Thank you guys so much for coming.
For sure.
Tune in next week. We got DME and his co-host from the Urban Product coming down alongside Queen Ali. So it's going to be a full house. Oh, shit. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, we just made this track. Take us out, big guy.
Woo! Hold on. Before we play that, you want to close out? Want to close out?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Don't. Wait. Thanks y'all for tuning in to the Podcvst. It's your girl Fang Jackson. This is Dallas Rose. We have Sheesh in the motherfucking building and Uzi, alright? So y'all want to tune in next week, Wednesday, and check out all of the recaps. Make sure you follow us, and shout out to my girl Emerly. She was in the building tonight, y'all. Until next week, y'all. Peace. Hey.
Dallas Rose in his prime. What they want from me, won't fall smooth, take it all from me. Phone blowing up, past year shit was calm for me. All in, terrorist threats, they wouldn't bomb for me. End up in a casket, don't trip, sing a song for me. Shit, what they want from me, they'll take it all from me. What they want from me, what they want from me. Streets gave me game and took parts of me, molded by pain, wet behind the ears like doing pottery. Love lost, memory stayed, it's like a scar to me. Money turn your staff into snakes, just ain't a bar to me. Real life, warrants on my head, 12 on my tailpipe. Lost possessions, all in that fire shit. What's the real price? Our kids lost a father on the daily. What's the real price? Never your seeds. Focus on greed, not what you feel like. All what you keep, you are what you eat. Starve or you feast. Stomach empty, with a dangerous mind. Walk in the streets, still gotta compete. Skin color making our options weak. Talk is cheap, with the cousin of death I grown in my sleep. 300-pound sheesh, still greet my brother saying peace. Same murderous animal, different beast. Kobe after Denver came back to a different being. Notorious, 617, it was all a dream. What they want from me, won't fall smooth, take it all from me. Phone blowing up, past year shit was calm for me. All in, terrorist threats, they wouldn't bomb for me. End up in a casket, don't trip, sing a song for me. Shit, what they want from me, they'll take it all from me. What they want from me, won't fall smooth, take it all.